all for being here. My name is Alicia Bereni, Chair for the FCRC. The Franchise and Concession Review Committee public hearing will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mayor.
Alicia Bereni on behalf of Mayor Eric Adams.
Office of the Mayor.
Randall Franklin, present.
Controller.
Alex Knowles on behalf of Comptroller Brad Lander, present.
Corporation Counsel.
Matthew Bridge, present.
Office of Management and Budget.
Yvonne Kittian, present.
President Borough of the Bronx. Let the record reflect President Borough of the Bronx is not present. President Borough of Brooklyn.
Spencer Williams on behalf of Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso.
President Borough of Manhattan.
Peter Torre on behalf of Manhattan Borough President Mark Levine.
President Borough of Queens. Let the record reflect President Borough of Queens is not present. President Borough of Staten Island.
Yassine Jokridge on behalf of Staten Island Borough President Nito J. Pacelli, present. Representative
Department of Parks and Recreation.
Alexander Hahn from New York City Parks, present.
Representative Department of Transportation.
Teresa Fuhrman, Director of Concessions, here.
Thank you.
Welcome to this public hearing of the Franchise and Concession Review Committee. The hearing being conducted today has been publicly advertised in accordance with the New York City Charter and Concession Rules of the City of New York. We want to be sure that anyone desiring to be heard has an opportunity to do so. All persons wishing to speak must fill out a request slip, which may be obtained from the clerk. Those registered will be called upon to testify after their calendar item has been called. You may also submit written testimony to the clerk, which will be made part of the record. Any written submissions can be given to the clerk at the close of the public hearing or can be emailed to fcrc@mox.nyc.gov or the end of today. All written testimony will be provided to the committee for their review and consideration. Has anyone indicated they wish to testify? Will the clerk please call the first calendar item?
New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, calendar item number 1. In the matter of the intent to award as a concession a license agreement to Nandita Inc. for the renovation, operation, and maintenance of a snack bar at Harlem Mirror Central Park, Manhattan. The license will provide for one 12-year term.
We will take testimony from the public, but first I'd like to ask the members of the committee if they have any statements. Anyone like to make any statements? We'll now begin hearing testimony from the public. Is there anyone here who wishes to testify? All right. Does the agency presenting this calendar item have any statement for the record?
None for Parks. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, will the clerk please call the next calendar item?
New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, calendar item number 2. In the matter of the intent to award as a concession a license agreement to Central Amusement International Inc. for the operation and maintenance of the Coney Island Carousel and Food Service Facility at Steeplechase Park, Brooklyn. The license will commence upon written notice to proceed and shall terminate on May 24th, 2037, with up to one 6-month renewal option exercisable at Park's sole discretion.
We will take testimony from the public, but first I'd like to ask members of the committee if they have any statements. Anyone wish to make a statement? Okay, hearing nothing, we will now begin hearing testimony from the public. Is there anyone who wishes to testify on this item? All right, hearing nothing, does the agency presenting this calendar item have any statements for the record?
None for Parks. Thank you.
Thanks, Parks. All right, will the clerk please call the next calendar item?
New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, calendar item number 3. In the matter of the intent to award as a concession a license agreement to Cirque du Soleil America Newco Inc. for the operation and maintenance of seasonal programming and other services at Randall's Island Park, Manhattan. The license will commence upon written notice to proceed and shall terminate on May 18, 2025 with 4 one-year renewal options exercisable at Park's sole discretion.
Changes to the concession documents have been distributed to the committee. Parks will read those changes into the record now.
So in 13.1C of the license agreement, we've changed the term operating period to operating season. That's the only change.
Thank you very much, Parks. We'll take testimony from the public, but first I'd like to ask members of the committee if they have any statements. Does anyone have any statement they wish to make on this? All right, hearing nothing, we'll now begin hearing testimony from the public. Is there any member of the public that wishes to provide testimony? Seeing nothing, will the clerk please call the next calendar item?
New York City Department of Parks and Recreation calendar item number 4, in the matter of the intent to award as a concession a license agreement to SSC&R LLC for the renovation, operation, and maintenance of a food service facility and special event concession at the South Shore Golf Course, Staten Island. The license will commence upon notice to proceed and end no later than January 15th, 2044.
We will take testimony from the public, but first I'd like to ask members of the committee if they have any statements. Is there anyone from the committee that would like to make a statement? Hearing nothing, we'll now begin hearing testimony from the public. Is there any member of the public that wishes to testify? Hearing nothing, will the clerk please call the next calendar item?
New York City Department of Transportation calendar item number 5. In the matter of the intent to seek Franchise and Concession Review Committee approval to utilize a different procedure pursuant to Section 116 of the Concession Rules of the City of New York to enter into a sole source license agreement with the Times Square District Management Association, Inc., doing business as Times Square Alliance, for the operation and management of a pedestrian plaza located at Broadway and 7th Avenue between 41st Street and West 53rd Street in the Borough of Manhattan. The license provides for 1 5-year initial term commencing upon written notice to proceed, which may be renewed for up to 2 additional 5-year terms exercisable at DOT's sole discretion.
We will take testimony from the public, but first I'd like to ask the members of the committee if they have any statements. Does any member of the committee have a statement they wish to make? Hearing nothing, we'll now begin hearing testimony from the public. Is there any member of the public that wishes to provide testimony? Hearing nothing, that concludes today's hearing. We ask that the reporter make the entire public hearing agenda, which will be publicly available and distributed at this hearing, part of the final record of the proceeding. This hearing is now closed. Thank you.